is going to make kind of a V into what we want in terms of, you know. What's that sound? So I haven't got much on the list of things that I want to achieve today. I really just wanted to get out here, but I really need to start achieving things. In my mind, I have, can we close this gap over here? Right here. Which is, I mean, it's doable. I've got an hour or two, so a bit of wood to chop. Let's get to work on this bit. Block this off. That's going to give us a lot more shelter from convection, and it's going to make kind of a V. So I think an identical wall to what we have there will suffice today. I hope you enjoy this video today. It really is about getting out, having just a day out today.
Montage means the assembly of pieces of film, which, moved in rapid succession before the eye, create an idea. Being stabbed to death, it had to be done impressionistically. So it was done with little pieces of film. The head, the feet, the hand, the parts of the torso, shadow on the curtain, everything you see, which was the shower itself. I think in that scene there were 78 pieces of film in about 45 seconds.
I keep thinking I see Archie here, but he's not here. And the last few days, I keep thinking I've seen Zara here, but she's not here either. Which is slightly upsetting. Yeah, this is gonna be lovely when it's done. We gotta keep on working. Let's go find some more wood. Oh yeah, we just saw this in half. Now, that's going to fire up and hit me in the face. So, when it's under pressure like that, I don't know if you've ever seen that happen. I have. And it's not pretty. This is very, very light. This is a dead tree. Yeah. I realized something from the last day with the axe, that as I was sawing, I don't think it really matters with these. Yeah, as I was sawing this way, I was pushing the tree stump this way. So I'm going to use that as a physical block. So that when I'm sawing, I'm not pushing forward. Let's see if that works. So This is about the halfway point here. Nice. Now, we get 2 out of that. So we'll get rid of that. We've warmed up now. here's to be the main structure of that wall done, which is great. Good solid work today. Good solid work. Oh yeah. Oh. 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 Oh yeah. Yeah. I like this physical work. My body has started to crave it. It's like, oh, let's go up and chop some stuff. Let's go up and carry something heavy. Let's go get a seat. Oh, 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 slippy. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're going inverted for the time being. Yeah. Oh yeah. Whew. Yeah. Oh. So, your feet are quite an important asset. Yeah. And if you're like me, you go around this sort of terrain and your boots don't get quite dried out, your feet don't get quite dried out. So it's quite easy to pick up funguses. And there's a lot of fungus here. Yeah. So I've started using Dactarin powder, antifungal powder, put some on my feet today. It keeps your feet warm as well during the winter, but just fights off any smells in shoes. So it's one thing, if you've got a smell in your shoe, you've got a fungus on your foot. So powders, antifungal powders, get rid of this, but they also have an effect of keeping your foot a little bit more dry. And I empty them into my boots and everything. The fungal powders, I just leave it in the boot rather than always on my feet. Oh yeah, the Grail. Yeah, so Grail sent me out the new inner. And it's right. It was the inner. That was the problem. So, yeah, no problems. Happy days. Thank you, Nicola in Grail, and I think the other guy was called Daniel in Grail. Well, that's brilliant. Really happy. I need to write them an email. In the next few weeks, I think even now, the last of the sunlight will come here now until February or March. The afternoon sunlight. It just won't get sunny in here. So it's going to be just getting colder and colder. Actually, it would be really cool. Yeah, I'm going to finish this wall. And after I finish this wall, I'm going to saw a bit more wood. So I need some fillers right now. I don't know which is easier, just to fill it with stakes. See, some of that wood is really good for other things.
There used to be
let's just get
a
some
lot of filler around, but it looks like I'm gonna have to go a bit further afield to find some. So let's start here. There's lots of it there. Bit of dressing to do, but it'll be fine. And then we've got a straight line down here, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to take a really big piece of cord. I'm going to just open that up a little bit, and I'm going to lay the cord out really wide across there. I've seen Hang Tough do this with like a bag, but we want stuff that's going to break the wind on our fart, make it windproof. So we're going to face everything with the branches pointing that way because we want to pull it. We're going to pull this. So as we pull it, we want to be able to have it drag behind us. Okay? So you'll see this now. Yeah. Yeah. I think just one more bundle. Just to, because it is getting cold.
Now, there we go. It's looking a bit better. Still a few holes in the side, but yeah. Doesn't look like a whole lot more work, but in here feels a little bit more cozy. Whew. Oh, this was fun. This is real fun. Right, so next thing on the list is... What was that noise? Next thing on the list is just to saw some more wood before it gets dark. I've probably got another hour, maybe less, maybe 30 minutes of sawing and axing, and then I'll be satisfied for another week. Very minimal amount of processing. Oh, who else did I want to say hello to? Pembrokeshire Prepper. He was giving me some advice. There was a few other people gave me some advice this week about putting up a tarp over the work area. Somebody else was saying to me about that they're able to see that I'm an amateur with my axe, which I'm glad. Some people worried about the axe thing, but never thought I'd enjoy an axe as much as I do. It's so much energy, impact energy. Absolutely love it. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. And that's just one log. Do you know what I mean? One piece of wood we've had a bit of fun with. Just thrilled every time I throw that, or every time I use that axe. I just it's so thrilling. It's just thrilling. I'm like a child. I can't explain it. It just makes me happy. This is actually the best fun I've had in a long time. I didn't think I'd be as impressed as this. I really didn't. From beginning to end, the thrill of picking it up for the first time, the full-on danger aspect of hitting things with it to begin with. What would you call that? Trepidation. And then moving on to a tiny bit of confidence. I know there's ladies out there wondering, what should I get my husband for Christmas? I'll tell you right now, you know when they say about things trending, you get your husband a Hultafors HY10 or something like that. You get your husband one of them, or Hultafors Holtzbruck's felling axe. And just hope to God that you won't miss him too much. I hope you don't miss him too much. I said it to my wife when I started this. I said, oh, hello, Robin. Hello. Hello, little friend. I left you some bread over here. Look. Here. Is that it? Here. There's some bread for you. You can have that. Oh, here's my little friend over there. I wonder, is it Zara? Zara! Hey. Somebody was asking me if the saw was binding up. Now, this is the thing about the Rexbeti. Whatever way they've designed it, it doesn't bind up. I don't have to do this. You know this thing? You do this? It just doesn't happen with the Rexbeti. It's the reason I have the 4th one. But I'd forgotten about this until somebody asked me the other day. They said, is it not binding up in the wet? And it doesn't bind up. Now, I don't know, I'd like to know if there's some other saws out there that people use. And I'd love to find out, do the silkies bind up? Or is it part of these triple edge saws that they don't bind up? Because that's your expectation, right? Is that it's going to bind up. Yeah. Another 4, 5, 6, 3, 9, 12, 15. So 3. So it's 5 times that wood. 4 more times that wood to go in a month. That's gonna be a lot of work. Do you know what though? I think I'm done. I think I've had enough. When I was making bull roars, I got a lot of this from the wood that I was processing. It was really effective at starting a bow drill fire. I mean, very effective as the second stage to the bow drill. So, yeah. Yeah, I've got half a tub and I probably need another half a tub. Sticks Outdoors was calling me a bushcrafter, and I've learnt a lot from watching bushcraft. I learned so much fire skills from doing bow drill. I thought I knew fire, I really did, and then bow drill makes you feel like you're 7 years old. So right, that's enough for today. Kind of had enough with everything, and I'm starting to make mistakes. I can sense them, so I'm gonna stop. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's visit to the fort. We have our little robin friend over there. He came here the last day. Hello, I hope you find your bread. Did you find it? Yeah? It's getting dark. We need to have enough time to get out of here. Thanks very much for joining me on today's adventure. Let me know what you think. I love your ideas. If I didn't get to any of the questions, I do apologize, because I just didn't have my eyes on. So yeah, take care.